Hello, welcome back to April Awakenings, Part 3, A Month of Sensory Engagement. I'm Kelly Dwyer, founder of Nature Education Opportunities. Spring air is filled with wonderful opportunities to engage our sense of smell. And so today we'll focus on how we can use this sense to connect with the natural world for increased joy, well-being, and calm. Our nose is just one component of our olfactory system, which includes the nerves that are linked directly to our primitive parts of our brain called the limbic system, which many of us know it as the fight, flight, or freeze response, that wonderful mechanism that's kept us safe for millions of years. Our brain codes these smells into memories, emotions, and feelings that we've experienced when we first noticed a particular smell. For example, if you think back to the beautiful early spring rains, how the earth has that sun warms, just energized feeling to it. Those are probably memories that you stored and created when you were much younger, and it's fun to retrieve them to experience that same sense of joy and energy. One of the best ways to experience spring is to head outside intent on creating your own sensory fragrance kit. I love, for example, the smell of fresh potting soil when I open a bag. That signals to me that spring is finally here in New Hampshire after months of being cold and covered with snow and ice outside. And I was just potting up some pansies that I got at my local garden center, and just smelling those beautiful sweet flowers just again evokes a wonderful sense of spring for me. I was walking around my yard and I found some pussy willow buds that a squirrel had nipped and tossed to the ground last week, but the buds that are still on the trees have actually blossomed and just has the most beautiful, sweet, almost honey-like smell, which will of course attract the pollinators. So it's something that I just love to sit with that. And then the other thing that I find kind of fascinating is up on my hill underneath a pine tree, there's lots of pine needles that fell last summer and fall, and over the winter they sort of dried up, but once the sun warms them, they just have this beautiful fragrance to them, which I absolutely love. So I'll often sit up there and just take that in. And by the way, bluebirds use the pine needles to construct their nests. So if you do see a bird flying off with some pine needles, question, it might be a bluebird. One thing that you can do to challenge your nose is to find those smells that resonate the most with you and commit the fragrance to a particular emotion or experience that's centered around joy. Take a moment and really inhale that fragrance and create a picture in your mind, again, to put in that file cabinet for retrieval later, so you can bring that same sense of joy back anytime you want. So until next time, have fun exploring with your sense of smell.